Got the reaper knocking on my door, but I still hold the key to everything I've ever done before. Rip out the memories. Got the reaper knocking on my door, but I still hold the key to my destiny. Whoa, the key to my destiny. Everything I've ever done before. Rip out the memories. Got the reaper knocking on my door, but I still hold the key to my destiny.
All right. The key to my destiny. Ban stream just started. Oh, what I meant. Where do I find? Hold up. Balance stream Guild Wars 2. Where? What is it? Is it on Twitch? I gotta set up the thing. Ah. All right, let's check it out. Guild Wars 2. No, this is Mighty Teapot. Wait, is it Mighty Teapot? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Guild Wars 2. Found it. Thank you. Hold up. We're gonna close this. And now we're gonna set it up. Real quick here. Here. Use 2 notes. Is it this one? Well, let's see if it's this one. No, it is not. Hold on a minute. Getting there, guys. Man. There it is. And this. And this. And I think in order to be fair, using not taking them by 2, you just have to make commentary on the changes so it's transformative. I see. Oh, they are deleting blood magic? Hold up, I'm almost done with the setup on the stream. Hold on. Now we do it here. And we place it somewhat there. This will do it. Oh, it was on PvE. Okay. Wait, hold up. I'm clicking the.
Starting off here, we've got a little bit of a general note. This is obviously just a game-wide change, not specific to any class. Taylor, if you want to talk about this a little bit.
Let's see.
Yeah, so this is kind of like not really, most people don't even know this, but defiance damage when you deal to a breakbar enemy in PvE, if it's below 1 second of crowd control, it'll round up to 1 second. This was done a long time ago because of skills like headshot on Thief before competitive splits existed, where it was important that they had a small CC duration but wanted them to be useful. But now in the game, you know, most things that we want to deal proper defiance damage are over this. So this is kind of a prelude to what we're going to be talking about when we get to Chronomancer. The biggest skill this affects is time sync, which is a half-second daze, which is rounded up to a second for all of them. So you get a lot more CC out of that skill than you should.
Yeah, I kind of wish I could directly
So
skip
this is just a small change. We're talking about more
into
when we get to Chronomancer.
the
But
into the
yeah.
changes that matter.
All right. And
I'm actually gonna mute the stream and maybe I play a little bit on the background. Let me see if I can. Oh, hold up. Can you full screen? Yes, I can. Hold up. Let's do that. There we go.
We have going on. We'll also have some updates to Weaver and a fun little rework to the Catalyst, one of the Catalyst traits at the end here. But kicking things off, we see these are a few skills and traits that are a bit underused. We see Ether Renewal. You know, we've reduced the cast time of this skill so many times over the years, and it's still not quite where we want it to be. And
so what I'm gonna do is mute for now, while or leave it very low at 10%.
Maybe cover with like an arcane shield.
And let's see.
High reward type of skill. So
this rate no longer
grants
grants resistance when choosing a glyph and resistance from material to air.
It'll amount to about a full dodge.
This is also
good.
Nothing relevant in my opinion.
Number into 50, but it will be a pretty good amount of endurance. So now if you do
wait a minute,
rock solid or other stability sources, or have someone give you stability, or have arcane shield to cover your ether null, or you just find a good opportunity.
Bountiful power scares the shit out of me.
Skill, and we're hoping that this does, see a little bit of play on maybe a couple builds here and there.
Gain charges when switching attunements.
The glyph trait, it gives boons when you use a glyph, and it previously given
which happens constantly, I guess.
We've seen a little bit of difficulty.
At 5, you gain quickness and increased strike damage for a duration.
Or longer cooldowns. They're not really conducive to those on skill type.
Is this going to be perma quickness on Power Elementalist?
Some of the longer cooldown glyphs. So you can split that functionality out. You'll still have the boon on glyph trigger, which is going to be based off your attunement. Then the resistance component of this trait is going to be coming when you swap to air. Notably, if you do have fresh air equipped, this will be a lower duration.
Wasn't there a build that was basically resetting one of the attunements and you go constantly in and out of them?
3 seconds of resistance as you enter air attunement if you play it. So it does hopefully make it a more competitive option alongside the other air traits, and it gives you a little bit more.
Yeah, but it doesn't give quickness, no? Or it does.
To get that. And we have a nice little rework of Bountiful Power. This is a trait that is, it's a damage bonus, but it's a little on the less interesting side, and this is something that we try to avoid with Grandmaster traits these days. And as we look at traits,
I mean, a trait that's gonna give you on your natural rotation quickness and strike damage seems pretty good.
The arcane trait, which has got a nice little rework in the past year or so. I forget exactly when that change happened, but fun change for arcane builds.
Yeah, I was about to say exactly something regarding the quickness duration. I think as long as it's 3 seconds, around 3 seconds, with just the minimal investment on a diviner build, sort of like a thing like that, you can pump it up to 5 seconds really, really easily. And in my opinion, quickness on 5 seconds on a class that's probably switching around
modes where you don't have, super high boon.
Yeah, like that's perma quickness.
Right.
No?
Moving on, a lot of Weaver changes here.
Ooh, Weavers.
Yeah, so these are 6 changes. These are the dual skills for Land Sphere for Weaver. We've seen a lot of feedback around these since they got introduced in the game, where they are
this is for Spear?
More on the simplistic side, and we were really leaning on the idea.
And I don't see many Spear Weavers, honestly.
Weaver cooldown by
around you when you target remove conditions from yourself.
With the spear mechanics, but those skills ended up being a little bit
so hold on, let me mute them for a second. Weaver Spear, I don't have a recollection in my memory of fighting one in World vs. World, and if I saw one, it went down immediately. Your next strike to deal additional damage to enemies around your target and remove conditions from yourself. Okay. So a little bit of condition removal here. Also causes your next strike to deal additional damage to enemies around your... So it's basically AoE buff. Where spirit deal attacks furiously just recharges your main hand attunement, so you could double attune instantly. I see. Your next strike to deal. So basically everything deals extra AoE damage, no? And it does something else. Burning and bleeding in the same kit. Ooh, interesting. Chill and bull. That's cool. And heal. Yeah. It definitely looks like something of a Zerg approach indeed. Not entirely sure if it's even going to be worth it anyways, but it can never hurt, I guess.
And part of that is because it's just
See.
a lot of nerfs
Fire
over the
Vortex
years,
increases
there's a
the
lot of
burning on the
ways
initial
that
strike from 1 to
Conjure Weaver
2
especially deals its damage is a little bit unhealthy, kind of the way
Pulsing
that
strikes
it
for 2
happens.
seconds, 1 second,
Primordial
roll
stance with
versus
pulsing
roll.
burning is a big, kind of a big problem. I've
Wait.
seen a little bit of that from the lava skin as well. What we're trying to do here is put a little bit more
stack,
oomph, a little bit more power into like specific moments as opposed to like those pulsing effects.
So more stacks, but less.
Not really counterplayed them. So
yeah.
the point is here with
It doesn't. It's not
it's
anything
gonna be doing an
groundbreaking.
extra amount of burning on that initial strike. So previously this was
Reduces
so
the
reliant
cooldown.
on landing a CC and then getting like the full value of all the ticks of the Pyro Vortex. There's
Riptide.
any value in locking someone in those extra ticks, but we see that a lot of the damage is
Yeah, I
being
was
shuffled
about to say the
into
only buff that
strike.
really
So
looks
as long as you're landing
decent
that,
is
or as long as
Twist
you're
of
dodging that on either
Fate.
side, that's going to be more
That's
of the
double the
moment
super
of
speed.
power of
That's
the skills.
huge,
We see
actually.
with that, Twin Strike has a big chunk of burning on it. Shearing
Now
has
it's
a
going to
buff
feel
a
like
little bit there. Natural Frenzy.
I like 1.5 seconds of super speed to me. It's like you fart really hard, and then for a few instants you go a little bit quicker. But 3 seconds, it's it's much better.
Not a mechanic that we're super happy with. Maybe it's something that we look at.
Hey, I have seen Weavers. Never mind. No, I have not seen good Weavers.
3 seconds off the recharge. We did this with the Earth skill as well. Earth and Vortex brought it back down from 18 to 15.
Catalysts. Yes, I've seen a lot of catalysts, but
because we are hoping to see a little bit more of this, and we felt that 3 seconds not going to make or break. We'll probably never see this skill at 12 seconds again, but we'll try it at 15 and see what happens.
All right, fair enough.
Obviously, with these changes being mostly competitive focused, the speeder changes on the previous slide were wide, but are we feeling that Weaver's kind of just not really in a good place in competitive modes right now, or is the
Zealous or Weaver and it's fun, but objectively worse.
Role, or strengthen a specific role in those modes?
Yeah, I think like it's fine if the game
like
has
I said,
builds that are fun, but not necessarily as strong as the alternatives.
Probably like the more original builds that came to play with.
Kind of like my smashing build. Is it better than my main power build? No, it's not. Is it fun? Yeah, it is. That doesn't mean the build needs any buffs.
Very cool. All right, that is going to wrap up the Ellie slides for us for now.
Okay.
That's not actually.
That is not going to wrap up the Ellie slides for us. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh, Catalyst.
I'm joking. It's a trick. We have one more.
This trait has been rewarded and renamed to Element Synergy.
It's a fun
additional bonus when finishing a combo.
This is the trait that obviously gave stability when
you once per unit per interval.
Very powerful in competitive modes. It's something that we've nerfed a lot in competitive modes.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute.
LE, but also just Catalyst especially made it like really difficult to find the right balance for this trait. You either have like way too much stability or not enough stability based off the number. And just the raw like quantity.
This is good for me.
That you always have to play around is like really something that's really hard to get right.
This used to be stronger, wasn't it?
Fun, exciting reworks to do. We really wanted to do kind of like a combo focused Grandmaster trait because Catalyst very much.
I mean,
like the most combo focused.
It seems like a decent
gain an aura
trait anyway.
Obviously, you have a combo field available pretty much all the time, so.
This
having
way,
the
there's a
combo
reward in
Grandmaster
empty
traits
element and
above their
synergy
threshold,
gain an
and it
additional
also gives away
bonus
the
when
weakness
finishing a
stability a
combo.
little bit more controlled. So we do see that you still get stability here. The way
Okay.
this trait works is
So there's multiple
whenever you
ways of
finish a
that.
combo, you'll get a little bonus effect based off your attunement.
Oh,
This
it
will
can
be a
trigger
10-second interval,
once.
exactly how the aura trait works on the Grandmaster Minor.
This card gives a stab whenever you
So when you're
combo
in fire, you'll
fail.
get extra might
Oh,
stacks. When you're in
thank
water,
God
you'll
for
get a little
that.
bit of healing. Air, you'll gain some endurance back. And earth, there's that stability. Again.
Actually,
So
thank
it's a little
God for
more
that. I was so
triggered,
pissed at
something we can
Catalyst
put a little
when
bit more duration on,
I
and
tried to
feel a
go
little
for
bit
the
more
kill
confident that this isn't going to cause
with
further
CC
problems,
outside
and
of
still give you access to that stability fairly regularly
outside of
if you use
Earth,
the combo well in Earth.
and I couldn't still get the CC.
All right.
I'm happy
Now
with
that will
this.
wrap up Ellie. And
Fuck
I may not be
Catalyst.
able to count, but I do know my ABCs, and so that does tell me that
No more
Isaac is gonna be
Terrapyrox.
next.
I'm gonna have to
And
delete.
Engineer, we're gonna have Taylor. talk about
Ooh,
that
wait.
class.
Engineer.
Going on here.
Yep.
Even though I think the first note is something that Cal is super excited about personally. But
Let's go into the big stuff.
Yeah, for
NG.
engineer, we have some super small changes on this page, and then later we'll get into some trait rework.
Oh, yes! My bunker down bar. Now it's capable of 1v2.
There, and then also touching some grandmasters on alchemy and tools. But for these couple, the first are just kind of
This
quality
skill
of
is no
life
longer a
changes,
nemesis skill and
box
now
of nails.
always inflicts
Right
immolates
now,
on the
it
first
immobilizes
pulse.
when you
Yes!
hit on someone that is
Yes!
controlled. That wasn't really a great
Yes!
scene, so we're putting it just, it's always going to
We
immobilize
got
no
it.
matter what.
I am
Usually
so
ammo
going
with
by fuck the
immobilizing damage
amalgam.
would be the
I
best, but hopefully it's
or
gonna
maybe
still
not
use
fuck the
1.5
amalgam.
bar
I can
hitting
pull
most
off the
targets,
bunker down
so,
build with the amalgam
better
too.
down cleave, use it in World v World, hit more people. Pry bar already hits pretty hard,
Yes, this is.
hitting more targets with it, so
It's
it's
not
good.
massive, but it's
Next on
good.
overcharge slot, we're increasing their missile velocity, I believe, by about 20%. Sometimes these skills had trouble
I
actually
love
hitting
it.
their
I
targets.
love it.
They're
I'm
pretty
so
good,
gonna
pretty
do a
good, but they
2026,
don't, they're not sexy, they need to play a bit
2026
more.
scrapper
Bunker,
bunker something something.
page. These are going to be some
This is
firearms
also
things that we
critical
talked about.
inflicting.
These are going to be a trait
Oh.
shuffle. We're merging some traits and moving some things so that we're
Oh.
going to add 2 new Grandmasters. The first thing that's happening is Serrated Steel. This is the Grandmaster Minor that just increased your bleeding duration. It's being merged with the
Wait a
minor
minute.
trait that caused you to bleed when you critically strike. So they're going to be 1 trait. And in that minor slot, we're moving modified
Bleeding
ammunition
skills with
there.
power instead of condition
Modified
damage, but the,
ammunition was a Grandmaster trait that we feel like wasn't really worth being a Grandmaster. Deadly Arts on Thief
You
has this
are-
as passive already as their minor trait.
Wait,
and that's
you
great.
are
It
an
was good in
alchemy?
PvE when you always have like conditions on bosses, but in competitive game modes, it really had no value. So we're putting it there and lowering its value a bit. So
we
can
have
add some
EOR
new
in
Grandmaster
alchemy
traits.
now.
Equal and opposite reaction. This is a new trait that from the June patch that we added. That we like what it does. But we feel like it maybe
What the hell?
wasn't the correct place for it to be. So we're moving
No,
it
it
into
was
the alchemy
fine.
line, so it can be optioned there, and we're deleting purity of purpose. We'll talk about that in just a second.
It was
but
fine.
We've been following the shuffle and the math. We have 2 new Grandmaster slots. So the
After
first
there's
one is
resistance and
going to
critical
be
damage increase against enemies
Sharpshooter.
with the health
It's
threshold.
basically going to be Bleeding Inferno. Inferno was another trait we
Yeah.
added in the June patch for Elementalist. And it
Like,
was,
why are
pretty
they
interesting. A lot of build options opened up.
like the
We're
trade
gonna
was
try that with
fine.
Engineer. We felt like it was natural.
It
for
was
the
very
line.
fine.
See what
There
happens
was a
when
place
teams
for
build
that
off power
trade
on an
sometimes.
engineer. Have some, you know, it
in that
standardizes
trade
the
line.
traded
I don't
steel.
know. I don't
And
know how
then
to feel
also
about
we have
this.
Other bleeding sources like shrapnel grenades.
Huh.
And yeah, explosive lines. The shrapnel.
Please
grenade
don't do
there.
any weird shit like this on
And
the
then
Soulbeast.
next
I'm begging you.
Grandmaster is going to be heavy metal. This one's going to be more of your generic power DPS bonus. It's Executioner, but instead of just a flat bonus, it's going to give you both critical strike damage and critical strike chance. So the lower people are, the
Executioner,
more
the
good
boom
chance
balls,
crit damage you'll have against them.
Yeah,
To
but
create a more interesting damage profile for Engineer.
I
Be able to
also
get that crit
really,
chance that
really
firearms
liked
really good
the
at.
boon
So
boon
hopefully the goal for
stacking
this line would be more options and more
amalgam
ways to
build
play
that I
with it,
did.
because before it was a pretty static line where you just
Ah,
duplicate
man.
traits, and it didn't really change your playstyle, but we're hoping
We'll
with
see,
some
we'll see.
Grandmasters that, you know, be more interesting, more things to play around and think about when making
I don't know how to feel about these changes. That's
all right.
I need to test them out. I don't know how to feel. Let's see.
Yep,
Backpack
and these are going to
regeneration
be both
special
the
rewards and
alchemy
regenerative
and tool
blast
change
zone.
that I talked about. Backpack Regenerator. This trait was not very good, and then we
Oh.
also realized we don't want it to be good. It was pretty passive, so we're deleting it and creating a new trait called Blast Zone. It just creates a blast finisher when you use your
Fury,
healing spell skill.
generated.
Some healing toolbox skills create like a field automatically, so if it's a water field one, you're going to blast the water field automatically.
Yeah.
But if not, you can blast might, blast self.
Increase the
let that
bagger
be.
difference in
When using that, so
PvE,
just
kinetic
extra
battery,
synergy there with things Alchemy already wants to do.
Oh, kinetic battery.
HGH.
This is good.
This trade is getting Fury in PvE only. Fury was sometimes a rough spot for engineer supports. Mechanist was able to cover it, but if you wanted to be like a scrapper and amalgam, it really was something that was covered. So we're adding it there, so to open
Oh
up
my
some
god.
relic synergies, potentially.
Kinetic and adrenal implant are big.
And then hold on 1 second.
I'll take the regenerate from 50 to 25 and add
going back, Fury of Purpose was being deleted for equal and opposite.
Yo, adrenal implant is gonna go so hard on my amalgam build.
Not used in PvE, and then when it was used in competitive
No?
modes, we just really didn't like the gameplay it had, so we decided to get rid of it.
Like I literally have a build revolving around dodging a lot and
selfish trait for the alchemy trait line for people that want boons. It gives pretty good ones.
yeah, exactly. That's my build right now. That's my amalgam build. This is literally my amalgam. Oh my god.
Barrier to allies at a reduced rate.
If this works how I think it will work,
but now the third trigger is going to get
my amalgam build just got literally gigabuffed. And I do not care about the 25% drop on regen, endurance regen rate. I do not care about it.
Optimize activation. This is just quality of life for the trait. The Grandmaster Minor and the trait line gives you
I like these changes.
so this is giving you more bigger
I like these ones.
So more uptime on that damage bonus.
Kinetic battery and adrenal
Kinetic
implant,
battery, this is a
big
similar
wins.
trigger to what Cal talked about in Bountiful Power and Elementalist.
Big wins,
we're
in my
adding a
opinion.
damage strike bonus when this triggers. It already gives you super speed and quickness, pretty good. This is a trait that is very good on Hollowsmith because it procs when you go in and out of Hollow Forge with your F5.
Yeah, it's good on Hollow.
And so I think something we're thinking about is splitting the effectiveness, like making it more effective if you're an amalgam or a scrapper because they can't proc it as often.
What do you mean?
We're still thinking about for now. Right now, this is going to be I give you that strike damage increase. So in PvE, the tools line already has damage mods. So this can be another one to give.
Yep, that's gonna be
something to take. Then lastly, adrenal implant.
When does this patch drop? Because I really want to play that.
Right now, all it does is increase your endurance regen rate by 50%, which is super strong, but it's also kind of boring. So we're reducing it to 25%, but adding an additional effect that when you dodge, the recharge of your tool skills will be decreased. That will create kind of a loop that you get where you dodge. You can use them, optimize activation.
This is
bigger, and you can dodge a bit more. You know that.
This is massive. Like, I know I haven't had time to play a lot this month, and I haven't made a video about it. But the moment this drops, my amalgam build is gonna go nuts. So nerf to support engines so likely buff to roamers. Looks like it, which I'll take. I'll very much take.
Trying to increase the overall damage of engineer. We just want to make how it deals damage a bit more interesting. So with these, we're likely to decrease some of the numbers. I think with modified ammunition and PvE, it'll likely go down to accommodate for the new damage increases that those Grandmasters are giving. We know in Whirly World that, you know, DPS NG is also super good, and so we're likely to make some downward adjustments on that end as well to make room for these new things.
Awesome. Very cool. Thank you, Taylor.
All right.
All right.
Let's see the Guardian. One of the favorite tiles. Zealot's resolution is 1 and 2 when striking an enemy that is. Okay. Fear Signature has moved to a Grandmaster and has been rewarded. You know, increase the player's strike damage and movement speed while under the effects of Fury. Wait a minute. No elite spec changes for NG. Wild. I think all of the elites are kind of in a decent spot, no? Heal you when you create a light field or finish a goal. Oh! More healing? Yeah. Yeah, me neither. I don't know how to feel about them, although I don't play Guardian. Exactly, that's literally my first thought.
Then we see
More
kind of a
healing?
similar
I mean, I said it. More healing?
modified ammunition with
Are we
symbolic
on
Avenger.
fucking
This
crack?
is a trait that again is
Like, luminaries right now are so tanky, so... Like, they can heal so much, and at the same time they can kill you. It's just crazy. Oh, hold on a minute. We got somebody here. Ban. There we go. Yeah, this feels...
enemies with your symbols, you get that damage buff.
Sorry,
And that's gonna be
apologies.
your Grandmaster Miner right now.
This doesn't feel too...
That opens the door for
Too
a
great.
new Grandmaster trait, of course. Furious Focus. This is the name that was used on a Master Tier trait, but it's getting a little bit of a rework here, shuffling into that Grandmaster slot. The way it's going to work, it does have a Fury theme, so keeping the Furious Focus made a lot of sense. Keeping that name made a lot of sense.
Moon speed
The way it's going to
and
work is
strike
that while you
damage
are under the effects of
while
Fury,
under the effects of
you
Fury.
already have
That's good
increased
though.
outgoing strike damage and increased movement speed. It's not going to be a stacking movement speed.
Maybe it's
Fury is
fair
a
with
little bit
Vendor and
easier to gain
Eliminator
access
nerfs.
to.
I doubt.
It's
Yeah,
kind of inspired
there's
a
no
little bit
way.
by Aggressive Onslaught,
There's no way they are
where
nerfing
your
their
trait
favorite
lines,
child.
where that is a trait that gives you move speed.
Like, they need a class
That is obviously a
just
stacking
in
movement
case
speed
people
buff,
get
whereas
tired of
this is a little
Necros,
bit more
which they
difficult to
won't,
have.
but just
This
in
one's
case
just
it
gonna be more
happens,
like you have swiftness
they
as long as you have
need
Fury, essentially, but it won't
something
stack with
people
other
can
movement
fall
speed
back
increases.
to with half a brain. And that's Luminary and Willbender. So I doubt they're gonna ban that. Yeah, but anything that says I give Guardians more healing, I think it's a fail. I think it's a massive mistake.
Trigger your symbol traits in this trait line. Should be pretty fun. There will be like a 10-second cooldown on that or something along those lines.
Okay.
Just to make sure that it doesn't go too crazy in World v World. With
10-second cooldown. Okay.
Get a good chunk of Symbol of Blades. And then last up, we now have that open slot in the Master Tier trait line from Furious Focus moving. This is going to be a more defensive focus trait, Renewing Splendor.
How much of a cooldown this
create a life
has?
field or combo in a life field, you will heal yourself. So this obviously has a lot of synergy with symbols that are all light fields. Some of you may recognize about half of this functionality used to be on the Greatsword trait in the trait line. It used to be a combo in a light field, it would heal you. And that got removed when Greatsword trait became just more raw damage focused, but we do like the idea of having that defensive option in
Wait,
the field.
does this
So we've
proc
seen a
with
lot of
multi-hit?
Trait lines have success. A lot of the damage dealing trait lines have a lot of good success with more of that hybrid bruisery type of trait option that you can opt into. Obviously, you can still go full damage, but then you can also have the option to get a little bit more sustain, a little bit more defense. And so, kind of the natural fit for the symbol trait line was that creating a light field, comboing in a light field would be a nice little trigger for that. So obviously,
Ranger is doing fine and move on. You know what?
that are not.
If they do that, I'm taking the win and I'm immediately moving to gameplay. Well, that depends. I want to hear about the Necro. Like, right now, I really just want to see. I don't care about anything else. I care about Necro and Ranger. If I'm being honest. I literally just want to see Necro and Ranger. That's all I want.
In some modes.
I think there's definitely a lot of traits in this line that felt a little bit outdated. You know, Furious Focus was a good example of a trait that just isn't super valuable. I think maybe there's even some other traits that we were.
You care about Mesmer? Fair enough.
Zeal that didn't quite,
actually, you know what? I'm interested in seeing if the perma-dodge builds are taking a hit.
You know, something like Zealot's Resolution, where the usability.
Actually, yes. I'm interested in also in Thieves.
Straightforward strike damage multiplier on the Grandmaster.
An important class for me.
Those are things that we're typically going to be looking at to update going forward. I would say.
Cool, awesome.
Let's see what else.
Right, moving on, we've got another Guardian slide. Cal mentioned this a little bit with some slightly quality of life changes.
Oh, great!
Yeah, so we
another
see
stun
Virtue
break.
of Courage, Shield of Courage. These are both getting the
And
stun break
unblockable.
baseline. We've seen this is
Oh
something
my
we tried
god.
with the Luminary Courage, where it would just stun break for yourself. You would not have to
What
take
the
unblockable courage to
fuck?
get that stun break component. And we've seen, I think this worked pretty well. We like the idea of reducing the reliance on the Virtue straight line for, especially in competitive modes. That's such a important effect, and the stability is good, and the
What
ally
in the
stun break is
fuck?
good. But for you yourself, the Guardian, especially a skill like Virtue of Courage, which the active is just.
Since when? Since when does Guardian need more stun breaks? And unblockable symbol of energy. Oh my god. No, but we also have a stun break on Dragon Hunter.
Projectile didn't actually do anything other than create a symbol on the ground, so
at this point,
question of whether it should be destroyed
I honestly
by
think
destruction,
that
we decided the answer
core
is no.
pills
The strikes from the
should
symbol
not
will
exist.
still be blockable, but you will now be able to freely create your symbol of energy through the swarm of projectile destruction, commonly in World v World, but
man, like up to this point, whenever I was playing against a Dragon Hunter, I would always counter engage thanks to the greatsword.
Thank you so much. That's gonna wrap up
and the
and we can move on to
and the maces. Oh, there it is. There's the Mesmer.
Mesmer, mostly for this patch is going to focus around Chronomancer. Back when Troubadour was revealed and we talked about it, we talked about how
Chronomancer patch.
Heal Chronomancer is a very strong build, probably too strong, and so we're taking some measures to reduce it. Large majority of them are focused around reducing its Defiance damage capabilities, as you'll see here.
Only
First thing
PvE?
is Signet of Humility. We're reducing the cooldown, but also the amount of Defiance damage it deals. Should hopefully be a good option for Mesmers wanting a Defiance damage in that slot, but not as effective on Chronomancers. When Chrono's able to use it, especially with Continuum
Chrono
Split,
nerf?
it is a lot of Defiance
Yeah,
damage.
like that's what I was thinking. I don't think anything.
So we're turning it down there. Phantasmal Sharpshooter
Any of these
also
matter
getting
to
its
us.
ammo count reduced, which is less CC. Mental Collapse, less CC. And then Illusionary Inspiration getting its outgoing healing modifier reduced.
Yeah, and I don't think the nerf on Illusionary Inspiration is also too relevant.
Chronomancer and basically all Mesmers and all game modes to go down just a little bit. Troubadour has its own outgoing healing modifier, so if you feel like it needs to go up itself,
it's a little bit of less healing, yes, but
be a bit smaller.
So overall, we can see that there's a little bit of anti-blob
spam.
spam.
Going to be Well of Precognition. We're increasing its cooldown from 30 seconds to 60 seconds,
PvE,
which is a very large change, but this is also a very strong skill, so I feel like it's warranted. It gives your team both stability and Aegis, so you can negate a lot of encounter mechanics in PvE with this skill, so we want to make sure that its use is like well thought out when you choose to use it.
Wait.
Well of Senility and Gravity Well are also getting their CC durations reduced.
Let me read that again. This strike no longer increases critical strike damage against enemies with slow, okay, and instead grants a critical strike damage bonus when you inflict slow on an enemy. What? I mean, I understand what I'm reading, but I don't understand the change. Anyway, improved alacrity. This trait has been removed and replaced by Time Bomb. Enemies struck by Time Sync are fixed with Time Bomb. Time Bomb increases your strike damage dealt to the target and explode when they expire. Oh. Great. More weird stuff. This trait only reduces the duration of incoming conditions and no increases the effectiveness. Oh, hold up. No longer reduces the duration of incoming moon impairing conditions. Effectiveness of alacrity. Oh.
Alacrity contributes a lot to the actual gameplay feel of Chronomancer, and we feel like if something is
all
that
of your gameplay
changing and people like playing with that much, it shouldn't be an option. So we're putting it on a Grandmaster minor trait. Time Marches On is now going to increase the effectiveness of alacrity on you. It's going to be 50%, just like improved alacrity now. In competitive modes, it'll be decreased a little bit because we're also removing the drawback of decreasing alacrity on you. So it'll be about 33% in competitive modes. Basically now, no matter what you choose in your master tier, you will always have improved alacrity. Danger time is also being
Okay.
changed because we've got feedback
I
from
still don't
users
think
that
anything
it encouraged
too
choosing
crazy.
specific team
None of
prompts
this is
and stacking it. It was good.
really too
Main source of
relevant.
slow you could apply yourself, but when there are everyone else applying slow, it was hard to get it to a right number where it wouldn't be too
Okay,
strong or too weak.
I see.
So we're changing it now so that when you apply slow to an enemy, it grants you a bonus.
Slight buff
and it no
outside of
longer
PvE.
relies on the
Yeah,
enemy
but
to get
this is the
actual
kind of buffs I don't mind. I don't think it's game breaking.
The last change is that there's going to be a new, there's a slot open now that improved alacrity no longer exists as a master tier trait. And we're going to be adding a new trait called Time Bomb. Time Bomb is when you hit an enemy with time sync, you're going to attach like a time bomb to them basically. It's going to tick down over time and in 5 seconds it'll explode. Well,
so it's a
the
5
enemy
second
you hit
boom.
has a time bomb on them, you are going to deal increased strike damage to them.
So during 5
And
seconds,
so it
you
kind of
deal
creates
more
a moment
damage to
time
them,
where
and
you're
then
gonna
it goes boom.
hit someone
Okay,
with time sync,
kind of like a
you're gonna get
mark.
this time bomb attached to them. You're going to want to fit a lot of your damage into it into a natural burst window trait, and then they're going to.
That's a big burst window. 5 seconds is a lot
so
for a trait like
Time Bomb
this.
is now going to be kind of the burst DPS trait we envisioned, and Danger Time is going to take the role as a more sustained damage increase trait.
You mentioned the
Burst
damage
Chrono
when
looking
Time Bomb
strong.
explodes, it'll hit enemies around the person who's targeted with it. Is that damage dodgeable?
You can dodge the damage. If the person with the time bomb on them dodges, the damage will still go off. So people around them have to move away. The person with the time bomb should probably move out of their allies.
So the guy with the bomb can dodge the damage, but the
dodgeable,
people around
but,
it will take the damage if they
you
don't
gotta make
dodge
sure you predict it
also.
coming, because a smart chronomancer can probably time. They know that a burst about to happen on them, so the person will want to dodge.
Okay, imagine a full raid.
Makes sense.
Full raid of Chronos. Everyone spamming that bomb.
Moving
Oh,
on,
Necro! Necro!
favorite
Let's go.
team class, Necromancer, and Cal is going to.
This is the blood magic and blood renewal, replacing blood bond.
Starting off, we have some spike traits. I guess there's a slight blood magic adjustment here, but this is because of some adjustments we're making to the spike trait line. So the first things first, we see Spiteful Renewal is moving to the blood magic trait line.
No! What the hell is this?
Because it doesn't make sense for it to be named Spiteful something if it's no longer in the spike trait line. That'll replace Blood Bond. And yeah, this kind of started because we were thinking of, well, should Blood Bond actually be a spike trait? Because it is a signet
embrace.
There
Heals the master of
that,
this.
like life-stealing, sustain.
Gain vitality based on your power and gain life force when you strike an enemy below 50% health. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm still outgoing strike that and fearing it. Hold up.
And the answer was that it probably makes sense for Signet of Vampirism specifically to be in the spike trait line. So we just ended up.
Hold on a minute. Dread. This trait now grants a short bonus to outgoing strike damage when fearing an enemy, and no longer reduces the recharge of Shroud skill 3 when killing an enemy. Yeah, I don't mind this. All I want to see... Are these the new patch notes? Yes. Hello, hello. Welcome, Chris.
Yes, exactly. The question of, like, should it
They
apply
are
all
the
these
new
conditions for
patch notes.
shorter duration? Should it apply a subset of these conditions?
January patch.
Probably
Yes, that is
too many
correct.
of the conditions that Signet of Spite applies, and we wanted to have like some of that defensive replacement as well. Anyway,
This is good. This is good.
It's only going to be one boon rip on the lesser version.
No, they haven't touched the ranger, but it shouldn't take too long. I think there's only like 3 classes left.
So instead of Blood Bond being in,
it shouldn't take too long.
Line, we will now see Malicious Swarm casting Lesser Signet of the Locust in the Spike trait line.
Okay, this is all I want to see from Necro is get rid of the fucking. Why they take it away on PvP but leave it on World v World?
Of an outdated trait where
yes
increases your damage
yes
while you're down, and also have, like,
nerf the shit out of transfusion. Like,
low health enemies.
I would like
Pretty
the less stab.
Not something that you're really taking the spike trait line.
But at this point, I am so desperate that I will take just
so
the healing from transfusion.
Is very much the might trait line. So having this super might augment be.
If we get that, if we get rid of that on World versus World, I'm happy.
Removed the downside of that. It's no longer going to
I'm happy already.
Damage because there are situations where you are playing.
And if you don't want to replace the stab, at least reduce it.
But you are taking the spike trait line because there are good things. You know, maybe you now want to get lesser signet of locust. Maybe you want to get.
But yeah, like if we get the transfusion nerf, I'm okay.
Extra vitality, extra life force. So we didn't want to, you know, reduce the effectiveness of all conditions builds that place.
Hey, hello Houston.
So you are just going to
looking to start hitting one soon. Will it be gear dropped in exotic? Yet.
It will still have that might.
Hold up. Will be gear dropped in exotics without ascended or levels yet? No, you should be more than fine. I started with Exos, and let's put it this way. Some people think when they are starting on World, they think that Exos are really not that good and they make a big difference, but the reality is, the difference is the fact that they are new to World versus World and they don't know a lot of the matchups. I have, after getting used to something and after getting used to a matchup, I've had zero issues to killing full legendary people with exotics. So to start, you will have a great time to learn. Of course, then min-maxing and getting the full ascended or legendaries with all the infusions and whatnot, yeah, it's fun. But the difference between life or death is gonna come from skills, not from the gear. Oh, for sure. Actually, this is a good video idea for the future. One day I might just buy a full set of Berserker gear or something, and try to play with that.
That quickness, the Fury is nice too, but of course the quickness is nice. Now it's going to give you a little bit of a very short burst of outgoing strike damage when you inflict fear, very similar to Danger Time. You know, we did talk about
another thing you can do, Houston.
More damage to feared foes.
This is something I did.
That gameplay isn't necessarily
to gear for World versus World.
Incentivizes certain compositions to
since I like World v World and I also like PvP,
fear, so now it's just going to be...
what I did is just grab a basic Marauder set or Berserker plus Marauder set on exotics and slap it on, play World versus World whenever I wanted, but most of the time I just grinded PvP and then made my first Ascendant set. Well, all of my Ascendant sets were from PvP, essentially.
World versus World builds. So are we kind of expecting these changes to
hold up.
Just kind of change how those are playing? Are these buffs to those builds? Also, you know, is the goal with these changes to maybe see Spite being played in other game modes as well as World versus World?
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, definitely think that it has more potential, especially like PvP or like these extra defensive options, or these.
Give me the nerfs.
Playing Malicious Swarm, playing Spiteful Fortitude. These are maybe a little bit more PvP slanted, where you want that extra.
Give me the nerfs.
Survivability, where you know you still have your support, but maybe you're hoping to be a little bit less reliant on your support than you are in World v World because you're not always going to be with them. So just giving a
blah 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 blah. Come on.
A little bit of defense.
Transfusion, guys. Transfusion.
Maybe we see it with
Ritualist. Transfusion.
You know, maybe with Harbinger, maybe some of the other elite specs as well. But
how do you get ascended from Arena?
Could be
so
Taylor and I have been
there's a bunch of gear that goes with the currency that you gain, and with the boxes. And then each box, you have a mark, and after you have 3 and 4 marks, depending on the piece of gear, you just buy. I think, for example, like the chest piece is 4 marks of something, leather worker mark or something like that, plus I don't know, a few shards, and then you get an exotic chest piece. So basically, you just play PvP for fun, accumulate resources like the shards, and then you also keep accumulating these boxes, and then you can select the mark that you want in each of those boxes. So you can gear up for anything you want. You can be playing a medium armor class, and you're gearing up for a heavy armor class if you want to. So let's see.
On there with Grasping Darkness.
This can no longer use life force and instead steals life from enemies that it strikes, or is the power
second damage skill, but
okay.
We already have Gravedigger, so we felt that there was room.
Finitions.
We see the damage coming down a little bit in.
And blind enemies on the initial strike. Okay.
We'll see a little bit more utility.
Nightfall is good. Good.
Life steal instead of giving life force. We'll see the life force back on Nightfall, but this is intended to be a little bit more of that. You know, you still get damage out of life stealing, but it's also going to be a little more survivability for you as the Necro. So
quickness to necromancer strikes an enemy.
Well,
the
aftercast of it as well, because
let's hope. Let's hope after this the nerfs come. I really hope, man. Yo, wanna bet? Hold up. Wanna bet we get more galeshot nerfs on PvP, but we didn't nerf necromancer necromancer's transfusion. Wanna bet?
Corrupt. So as we're looking at this greatsword weapon, you know, we want Nightfall to have a little bit of that defensive utility as well.
Don't normally use this. It isn't OP at all. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, galeshot is really the true. I think it's the true statement on this expansion of balance. It achieved what it wanted to achieve without being extremely broken, without being boring, and having a mid to high skill cap ceiling. And galeshot being how it is, if you were to nerf the damage on the galeshot, you're essentially killing the entire spec. Because it's not like a Soulbeast that it has alternatives. If you nerf a little bit the damage, you can work around it. Galeshot is move, 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 be quick, play nice, and do damage. You nerf the damage, suddenly your burst windows get easier to overcome, and you start falling behind. So please do not nerf galeshot damage. It's strong, yes, but not OP. It's not broken. It's how it's supposed to be, in my opinion.
Boon corruption in that blind. And last up, we have a fun little note here with Grasping Darkness. This is going to grant you quickness if you strike an enemy. This won't be per.
Yeah, I don't think there's a
single enemy with Grasping Darkness. Even if they don't,
I don't think there's going to be any nerfs to the Necro.
You'll get a burst of quickness.
Or so rather to the transfusion.
Gravedigger, which is kind of that intentionally slower casting time, that big sweeping strike, the big moment of big damage. Now it's a bit faster because we'll have burst of quickness. You know, we'll be able to get a few skills off with this burst of quickness as well. So maybe you land Grasping Darkness, fire after Nightfall, hit with Death Spiral, and hit with Gravedigger. It's a pretty fun, you know,
man. Moment. I don't know what are they thinking.
Nice.
Please. Please.
So if you're old like Cal, you might remember that back before.
No, there's no way. There's no way. This is it.
Limited or locked just to Reaper.
Overall,
you know, we unlocked that for other classes.
Necros are still like we're still gonna see tons and tons of Necros.
Even though this is, as you mentioned, kind of more intended maybe to be like a bruisery sort of weapon.
And now I have to be more careful about Grasping Darkness because they have easy follow-up to that. Thanks to the quickness.
Especially in World vs. World with the cooldown and Nightfall being so high. You know, was there a specific goal with this, or you know, again, kind of just trying to touch up some outdated skills?
The starting point was Nightfall. Well, I forgot to mention because it's not on the slide, but we are reducing the recharge time back from in World v World from 40. It's down to like 25 now.
What?
The skill is just really problematic in World v World, and you know, we kind of knew that we wanted to do some stuff with Greatsword already, but Nightfall was really the starting point of, okay, how can we make this, especially the Boon Corrupt, like we need to make this more controlled. We don't like this as an extra source of,
yeah, this is not good. This is not good. This is This is not balancing the game, ain't it? I would try Soulbeast Longbow Gale is so much more fun. Yep, I do have a video, a couple videos actually, with multiple options on what I think to be the best solo roaming Soulbeast Longbow video, sort of build. It is very versatile. You can deal with most things, and when you can deal with most things, you can, at the very least, outrun them. But I'm telling you, after galeshot, I don't think there's ever going to be a reason for me to go longbow build. Here it goes, Ranger.
To talk about these changes.
Yeah,
PvE, PvE, I don't care. PvE, PvE.
Skill is on here, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, wow, this is so
Wait,
crazy. They're buffing everything. This is us rolling two-handed training bonuses baseline. So a lot of these are just the cooldown reduction and damage
yes
from that trait. We're gonna be talking about Beast Mastery today for Ranger.
Beast Mastery, okay. Okay.
That would be the first part of it, is almost all of those bonuses.
Guys, Beast Mastery needs a serious buff if it wants to keep up. Yeah, Greatsword buffs are so far. I like it. I'll take it. 5 seconds reduce cooldown. I'll take it.
Yeah, so Beast Mastery is a trait line
okay,
that
let's go.
has been completely balanced around Soulbeast. It was really good if you were a Soulbeast because you get all the bonuses, but if you're not a Soulbeast and it's just buffing your pet, it was really bad. So we're going to try and adjust that so that's not the case.
Okay, so they increase the pets. PvE only. PvE only. Okay, this is good. This change right here is good. Extra base ferocity to the merge. No longer grants extra base ferocity to Soulbeast. Copy bonus from yourself to your pet when you use a command skill. If you're on merge extended edition. Okay. Interesting. When you strike an enemy with the B skill, cast lesser C. Oh! Oh! Okay. But why they apply this to World War too? Okay, boys, we have some testing to do on Beastmaster. Go for the throat. One-shot Soulbeast. Wait. So when you strike an enemy with the Beast skill, cast lesser second of the... Defeated swap CD is only 25 seconds. Yeah, but I want it to be less, even. So, we get better pets in PvE only. Okay. This trait has been reworked and renamed Bestial Raids. Gain Might and Fury when you disable a foe. So this is basically like the relic of the Midnight King. And we no longer deal more damage with the Greatsword. Not entirely a fan, but has been moved to the Adept tier, replacing Potent Ally. To the Master tier, replacing Natural Healing. This way no longer grants extra base ferocity to merged soul beasts. That I don't like. They just nerfed my new axe builds. This trait has been rewarded. This trait now causes you to copy boons from yourself to your pet when you use a command skill. I mean, we already did that through other means. If you're a merged soul beast, extended edition of boons on yourselves. This is good though. Boon might stacking Soulbeast. Cast lesser Sikkim on them. Okay, you know what? Beast Mastery was a spec that it wasn't really seeing that much play because it is so far behind from the other two compare when it comes to damage. Like Beast Mastery doesn't give you, even on the Soulbeast merged state, it doesn't give you so much to justify it. And it really, really fell behind. So making these changes, maybe there's some builds happening thanks to this. We'll see. We'll see. I'll take it. I'll take it because they grabbed one of the or the least used spec for damage at least, and they reworked it. If it's not good, if it turns out to be trash, we still have the other reliable options. So I'll take this.
And then some of the others would definitely be interesting and kind of
I'll take it.
these changes.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. All right.
Anything
next
else?
up is not Revenant, believe it or not, because some of us.
That's it. That's it for the Ranger.
How the alphabet works, but Thief is going to be next. And
Taylor just
talking
I'll take the win. I'll take the win. Honestly, this is a win. What is good? It's still been good. It's not nothing gets nerfed. What it was bad, it has been changed, and we'll see what happens. Yep, I'll take it. All artifacts now use the same weapon type skin when calculating the rules of the weapon type. Metal Legend, increase radius, attack shield. Oh. Yo, I knew it. As soon as I was reading, I was thinking about you. Yeah, this is actually good. And honestly, I was finding already really strong builds on this thing. No longer break stun. The skill of blinds opponents are struck and removes condition from nearby allies. When you use a weapon skill that costs initiative. Okay. Wait a minute. This trait additionally grants you barrier after using an artifact skill, and you take reduced strike damage and condition damage while you have barrier with this trait equipped. Are we for real? This thing's gonna be tanky. Barrier granted by this trait has been changed to grant barrier from this one. Okay. To nearby allies instead. Okay.
You know, people have seen this note on some skills in the past as well, and they might see some same note on some skills in the future.
Gentle allies.
We'll actually see this note as we get into the Revenant section as well. But the general goal for profession skills that are not tied to a weapon is that they will always use the same.
You know what? This looks like it would be a small group ganking potential thing.
We're past the first note. All right.
I need to take a water break. But we do see some radius increases here on some of the.
It seems like a worse spectre to her.
Chalk shield. These are getting some extra supportive tools.
I
like I said, we're really trying
I don't think I agree with you on that one. Like, remember when I was telling you that I found one or two con the what is it called, this spec? I don't even know. Con the Gambler. I found a couple of them that were really, really hard to deal with. For a galeshot at least. I don't know. I feel like people are still not using it as much as they could.
And kind of two updates, two traits to again flesh out that support build. We see Enterprising Aristocrat.
BRB guys, gonna grab some water.
Gaining the barrier when you use an artifact skill. Also going to be having reduced strike and condition damage while you have barrier, and you have this trait equipped. And the kind of fun addition to this build is that Possessive Hoarder is going to be sharing the now barrier that's attached to Enterprising Aristocrat instead, and the barrier that's also attached to Magpie's defense, so the one that when you heal or use your elite skill, that barrier will be shared with your allies when you have this trait equipped. So it does kind of get an extra level of barrier support coming out from the Antiquary, in addition to sharing boons and getting a few extra boons here on the artifacts, and a little bit of all those extra defensive components and these kind of traits that here at the bottom are really intended to solidify that support Antiquary build.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Cal, for taking Thief. And now moving on to the Lost Profession. Revan, take it away.
Nerf the Revenant damage,
these are
please.
all underwater Trident skills. Trident has a mechanic where it inflicts or does different things based on your equipped legend. The legendary entity stance ones are now updated to inflict slow and ethereal combos. So we can go
very easy, very straightforward.
Yep. And the first change for release potential is the same thing Cal was talking about. Now damage will be consistent, no matter if you have a great sword or a sword on. So yay. Then we get into trait changes similar to Antiquary.
Talking about that note?
I feel like Cal did a great job explaining.
Thanks.
Now, these are trying to kind of bolster up support Conduit, as we talked about Antiquary. Ventari is a core legend, so we want Ventari Conduit to potentially be something playable. Definitely don't want it to be forgotten. So, Boundless Knowledge, this was a trait that gave you boons to yourself when you reached the affinity threshold. It's now being reworked. It's going to grant boons to allies when you use a legendary entity stance.
Is there anything left after this? No, Revenant is the last one. And honestly, Revenant needs a damage nerf, straight up. That's it. Like the new elite? Oh, Warrior, right. Do I even care about Warrior? No, I do not care about Warrior. They're still gonna be stun locking us to death. So I don't really care. I really want to play. And it feels like the Revenant is going to take a while. Did they do something to Troubadour or Willbender? Not to Willbender, and to Troubadour, what was it? It was a very minor thing. Hey, hello Andriel. Did they do Ranger? Yes, they did Ranger. It is actually quite interesting what they did. And in fact, I'm gonna see if I can... Can I go back on this? Hold up. No, I cannot go back on this, dang it. Troubadour didn't get anything? Okay. So what they did on Ranger is minor buffs to the Greatsword, especially on PvE, and then CDR on PvP, just specifically to the Greatsword. And then they took Beast Mastery trait line and they made a few interesting changes in a way where I think now it's going to have a niche on maybe one or two builds. I really like it because they didn't touch anything that was working already. None of the traits, none of the galeshot, none of the nothing. They haven't touched anything, but they grabbed the Beast Mastery, which was underperforming compared to any of the others, and they reworked it a little bit. I don't think it's too crazy, but it will definitely see some interesting play. So we'll see about that. Warrior, this can immobilizes enemy instead of cripple. Oh, more CC? Are you shitting me? No longer applies ages in PvP in World vs. World. Okay, I'll take that. Stop nerfs. Thanks God. Have a good one, Andrew. Have a good one. Hmm.
Well, that's right.
It will mobilize both outgoing and returning. So, pretty strong skill. Next, we have kind of a hot topic. These are some staff adjustments.
Staff adjustment, they call it.
Difficulty, I guess, balancing warrior around the existence of staff. You know, we've seen just so much power in this kit of the staff weapon that's mostly intended to be a support weapon. So we obviously have a good amount of healing. We have that high mobility because we want it to be that front line, you know, move to your allies and be able to support them. Those are thematically things that make sense on this weapon. Bullet catcher being a channeled block has been a little bit problematic.
Yeah.
Especially in PvP, I would say, but overall it is just a significant, probably a significantly more powerful effect of a hard defensive cooldown that we want on this weapon that's intended to be a little bit more of a support-focused weapon.
Yeah, it was really busted. The tunnel fucking easy block.
Essentially balancing around staff, but we'd rather see staff as an option rather than a mandatory pick. Especially in PvP. And it's still going to be good as a support weapon. But we don't like having that block, and we decided just to rip it out. You know,
yes,
will still be there.
yes,
it's not
yes.
Number of blocks anymore. It's going to land somewhere in the middle, somewhere around, as if you block 2 attacks will just be the baseline functionality. Still going to give that adrenaline. Still going to do that healing. Be that big healing moment.
Why do they do this on the warrior, but they are incapable of nerfing the transfusion in World versus World
and have less of that
for the Necros
strength that it currently has? Similarly, we see no more Aegis in competitive modes. We feel that's really important for PvE, as a lot of our support builds do have access to that, key moment of Aegis application. But it's just another instance of something that is a bit too powerful and competitive, and it's just something that we just don't want to see on this weapon anymore. So
no Aegis,
still gonna have the high mobility,
no OP channel block. I'll take this.
But a little bit less of that hard defense attached to the weapon. And we'll see a few defensive updates.
Very good nerfs here.
Future slides, we see balance stance here, getting the cooldown reduction back to what
it used to be. Infinite to fight.
See,
yeah.
Kind of a wider range of
I can agree with what he said. Trying to make it as what it was intended in the beginning, which is a support weapon, as opposed to a mandatory pick no matter what you do. Yep, like the bullet catcher change and the no Aegis, I'm definitely happy about those.
Getting the Nightfall treatment in Worldly World, where the cooldown just becomes so high that it's just unfun to use, and on top of how strong it is. So we felt that the right move here was just to remove the block. You obviously still have the CC. This weapon's still incredibly powerful. We're not too worried about the overall strength of the staff kit.
Okay.
We felt that the block.
So now it's just a strong weapon, a really strong weapon, but not a completely busted one.
So I'm hoping that Roy is not going to leak the next change like he did during our rehearsal. But have you seen the change that has gotten the most spicy change in the last decade, according to Taylor?
Huh?
No, we haven't showed it yet. I thought you wanted to tell us.
What's the most spicy change?
You haven't seen it yet because it's the next change that we'll talk about that Roy should not reveal yet because it is currently story time.
I know what I'm doing. Don't worry.
We're going to tell a story about a trait that existed a long time ago.
Viewers, skip ahead 5 minutes.
Yeah, probably about 5 minutes. Some of you have been playing the game a long time, may be familiar with the name Illusionary Persona.
Illusionary Persona.
Is a trait.
We're adding Illusionary Persona to Warrior.
Yes, perfect. This is a trait that used to exist in the Illusions trait line. It was kind of the iconic Grandmaster trait of the Mesmer profession, and what it said is that you yourself count toward your shatters.
No.
So this obviously allowed you to cast Distortion without any clones up, because you would count for a clone. You could cast Diversion with no clones up, because you would count as a clone. Slightly less relevant for Mind Wreck and Cryo Frustration, but it was still that kind of extra addition on top. And what happened with this trait was that it was just so fundamental to how the Mesmer profession played, especially in competitive modes, because you needed that Distort availability, you needed that Diversion availability.
This is for you, Jay.
Every build started with the Illusion straight line. You took the Illusion straight line because you needed illusionary persona. And the other traits in that trait line were fine. You know, they're good, but the main reason you're there is because you need illusionary persona to actually play your profession in a way that feels cohesive and it feels good and it feels fun. And that trait doesn't exist anymore because a long time ago it got rolled in as baseline functionality to the profession.
Okay.
And none of us were actually on the team at the time. You know, this long predates any of us even working at ArenaNet. But I can almost guarantee that the thinking at the time was that we don't want this reliance so heavily on a single trait line for a single trait that just makes the profession play the way that we want to, you know, as developers. This is just how Mesmer should work.
Where are we going with this? Come on.
And so that got rolled in baseline, and you know that's a pretty big power spike for Mesmer at the time because then you are no longer tied to the illusions trait line. You can feel free to still play illusions because there's still good traits there, but now you have so much more flexibility in how you build your profession.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people may have figured out where I'm going with this because we are on the warrior slide.
No way.
What we're doing.
Go ahead, press the button, Roy. We can see that warrior profession will now always have a 5-second weapon swap cooldown. This is obviously a trait that exists in the discipline trait line for fast hands right now. It's going to do something slightly different. Now it's just going to give you swiftness when you swap weapons in combat.
What?
But you will no longer have to take discipline trait line to play with fast hands because similarly to illusionary persona, this is a trait that's just so fundamental to how warriors play that we felt it is something that should be just core functionality of the profession.
Okay.
And the discipline trait line is still incredibly strong. You know, you still have burst mastery there. You still have burst cooldown reduction, warriors sprint, brawlers recovery. Like these are all traits that you still will consider. You still might want them for your warrior.
Yeah, I also think it's fair. ID10 or Mr. Tico there. Yeah, I think it's...
You can, because you will still have that reduced weapon swap cooldown. That is pretty iconic for Warrior at this point. And
I think it's fine.
It's similar to what I mentioned with Illusionary Persona. Like, this is probably a notable power spike for Warrior. And we're going to be keeping a really close eye on it. And there might be other things that need to be brought down as a result.
I don't think it's going to be too massive.
This is the direction that we felt is correct for Warrior as a profession. And so this is now just baseline functionality for Warrior.
Good, yes. Massive, no.
I feel like I was going to say something else, but I forgot. Taylor, do you have anything to add about fast hands before we move on?
So that's it?
I think just general note is that fast hands is not the only example of a type of trait like this that we've talked about.
All right.
And in the future, we will be reevaluating some other things in other classes. I think when we touched Guardian, putting the stun breaks on those F3s, that was a smaller example of this. So,
well, I think that's it. We're gonna go over the gameplay right now. I'm starving to play. I really want to play. So we take this. We're gonna go back to the Soulbeast. I'm gonna be rusty as hell, but jump straight. Oh no, there's a cooldown. Okay. I miss Mesmer. What did they get? Yeah, it's basically nerfs to Chrono on PvE. And there was a small change regarding an ability. Well, they have basically an ability that puts a bomb on somebody for 5 seconds. And that bomb is going to make it so you deal increased strike damage into the target while the bomb is on top of them. Kind of like a Seek'em, honestly. Sort of, in a way. You roam Virtuoso and Troubadour. Yep, you are completely fine. Nothing, nothing to worry about then. So I've been playing so much power with the. Wait, what do you mean, Spellbreaker buffs? Are you shitting me? No, they did the Guardian already. What? No, you're trolling me. I don't want to see it. Do you think getting more Marauder Dragon instead for Circle will be fine for Galeshot Maces from 2 the GW2? I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good, no. And I'll tell you why. Once again, same logic as before. Having a little bit of HP just so you don't go down instantly to a mistake or a heavy burst. Yes. But going over 20k HP, I think it's detrimental because you start to lose much needed damage. And the survivability from the galeshot is never gonna come from having a bigger HP pool or having a more toughness. Survivability on the galeshot comes from moving around faster, stealth, dodges, evasion, and killing them. That's where it comes from. So I would personally not change that, no. So what was I doing? Oh, I was playing the Blood Soul. You said you're gonna hit. Yeah, exactly. If somebody's hitting you with a big burst and you get caught, having 20 versus having 16 or 18, it's not gonna help you survive it. Like the sweet spot I found for the galeshot. Wait. There. This is the sweet spot I found to survive most of the oh shit situations while not losing too much damage. But isn't Mace's option a little bit more survival and less stealth? Yes. However, once again, the reason why my Mace build on the galeshot has more survival is because of Carnivore, and obviously because the Maces are really good for that. But the survivability from this build doesn't come from the Maces, if that makes sense. The Maces offer a counter engage or counter option that people do not expect. That's what the Maces do here. Hold up, let me do something here. There we go. So yeah. You're still gonna, like, the maces here are not gonna save you even if you go full Marauder or full Dragons or whatever. The reason why you use the maces is for the stun lock and counter kill. Now, let's see. I was playing... I don't know what I was doing. Let's just pop this and this. See if somebody wants to duel. Would be great. Anyone? Nah, these guys are having fun. Let me just queue up for EBG. Shoulder tail is real. Makes sense. I'm asking as I saw Gildan use a spear galeshot with 20k. I don't wanna blame anyone, but I will tell you right now: do not follow Gildan builds. Just don't. Yeah, if you want a reference that's not mine, go for meta battle. You're gonna be much better off following a meta battle build and then working on it. Like, I remember a long time ago when I was starting with the YouTube and I had already quite some hours on the Soulbeast. I took a little bit, just a little bit of pride into making builds that are not necessarily meta, but they're really, really strong. I saw one of her videos where she supposedly updated some of the builds for the Soulbeast, claiming it as to being the best still on 2025. And after watching the video, I was like, there's no way. She just did a copy paste of all things and recycle for a quick and easy video. And I proceeded to leave a very constructive message into that video. And the overall tune of the message was that I believe there are way better or way stronger options to explore. And it didn't even get a response. And from there, I realized that she wasn't even... Like, of course, there's more drama and blah, blah, blah and whatnot. I don't care about that. But I do care about... Whenever she put Soulbeast, best 2025 builds, and I see a longbow, that's just wrong. Oh yeah, for sure. She does that. She does that. Oh. Oh. Come down. Let's do this. And come on, doggo, kill it. No way, no, 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 no. No! Not like this, I am so rusty. I am so rusty. I would have never lost this. I overused my stability and I lost there. Not bad for a 2v1. Nah, I'm so rusty, man. You know I had them. You know I had them. I just misused my Dolly extends. But I've seen a good number of beats lately on them. Just to fuck around with Jay here, I am tempted to swap into the Evolga version. Absolutely. Shortbow is, I would say, the second best weapon for the Soulbeast. And if we categorize them as condition weapons, it's the best one. It does work on PvP, yes. I play EU, correct. Yeah, what's going on here? Are these deals or what are we doing here, boys? General got face, Red Rover in his tower of Well, he's such a nice guy. Honestly, I've had very few, if any, interactions at all when it comes to the YouTube thing with him. I don't think he's a bad guy. Yeah, exactly. But I do think he's a little bit too stuck into his comfort zone with the truth. And when he steps out, he gets triggered too easily. And I'm basing this opinion on what he said about the galeshot, when it was coming out and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. It's respectable. He has a playstyle that he likes, he's good at, and yeah, he lives in his tower. I do have an anti-Condi build that could probably kill him anyway, but it would be fun. It would be fun. Let's see. Everything is a bit hard for me after galeshot. You need to use both merch and merch pet skills. Everything is just muscle memory, honestly. Like here's a trick to learn the oh, hold up. Here's a trick. Let's assume I have one set of weapon plus pet that's designed for a combo or a specific purpose. Like one it's offensive and the other one it's defensive. In this case, for example, I got this guy here for mobility and prelude lash to combo into maces ideally. Of course, it doesn't only combo with maces, but if you're starting to learn and it's hard for you to get used to, you can think of it this way. I'm gonna play it so the maces, right, and the doggo here are always together. And then it becomes much easier to manage because you know what you have to do when you're merged. Of course, you have mobility, you have this, you have that into the mace combos. And then you go like, when I emerge from this pet, I only have one thing and one thing only to do. In this case, it's try to root the target. See? There you go. Have a nice meeting, man. Hopefully I will still on. And hopefully your meeting goes well. So yeah, that's the merge and merge, basically. If you try to associate one set of skills, right here, the B, for example. Right. And honestly, most of the skills on the pet will not be that relevant anyway. Oh. Okay, we're having some fun here. Okay, let's see if we can Condi-bomb them. Stun. Okay, that was stupid. Nice res. Okay. Heals. Stun. Run. Nah, it's too tough. Another one came. Let's put our chances for days. Yep. I'm kind of running the wrong build against the Spectre. Like, this is my Blood Soul build, which is the strongest hybrid build that I've made to the date. Maybe I can update it on 2026, but this build is really fucking strong against most things. But Spectre hits the sweet spot where I can't really kill them because they have so much Condi cleanse. And because I'm not full power, I also don't have enough power to burn through the shields. Let's try to go for the classical just the classical Condi build. Let's see. Tanky or aggressive Viper? Let's go for the tanky. It's been a while. Okay. Let me review. Okay, we got this. We got Pavanese. Yeah, this is it. And then, of course, if we want, we have the aggressive version with Vipers. Oh shit, somebody is attacking us. Get him up. Dodge. Done this. Dodge that. Hit him hard. Work on this. Dodge. Signet almost up. We're gonna go for the kill. Tap. Signet. Massive poison here. You see? There we go. And you, sir, attacked me while I wasn't watching, so you just died. There we go. Ooh. Hello, sir. Okay, we're gonna... Holy shit, the damage. What the hell is this? We're gonna gain some distance here, boys. What the... What the hell is this? I've never fought a Fibron like that. What? I want to fight him again. An immortal also? I don't know if it's immortal. I just didn't get to do my damage. He probably goes down with my power build though. Yeah, this Firebrand would go down with my heavy power build. But we are playing Condi right now, so... That was insane. I want to fight him again. Please let me fight him again. Your probably is rich for maces? Not quite, no. I have multiple power pills, but... Hold up. Yeah, this is the Firebrand. Let's do this. Okay, dodge that. Tap this. Get some damage in. That's a taunt. No! Don't interrupt me! I was doing fine! Oh no! We don't get the rematch! Okay, we do. Maybe. Oh no. So my... my power build is Sword Warhorn with dual maces. And then I can adapt the dual maces to Greatsword if I want to, for example. It takes one OP class to kill the other, I guess. Yeah, but I honestly think we just got caught into the surprise of that build. I think we have a fair shot if we time our burst windows with Signet of the Hand. So this is my power build. Hold up. He gets up to implayable. Nah, it won't get nerfed. Is it first class like first love? Well, at least you got a fun one. Oh look, it's the same guy. Sir, let me fight you. Sir. Let me have my rematch. That's that? Restart this? Okay, get away from that. Use my guy here. We heal that. Oh no. Okay. No, my Volga missed. Okay, we're doing fine. Wait for the stab. Damage incoming. Oh my god, the blocks. You just can't hit him. Okay, we're still alive. We can do this. Conley's in. Dodge. Oh my god. What's that? We're so dead. Can we heal? Counter maybe? Fucking blocks. Come on, Volga. Into CC. Kill it! Yes! Oh. Okay, and because you killed me the first time, I'm killing you this. There we go. Oh my god, what a tough matchup on this. Ew. It was very close indeed, yes. I kinda think like I've had enough Condi builds for a while. Actually, let me do something funny. We have another version. The aggressive version with wait, not this pet. Definitely not this pet. This one? Oh. Okay. Okay, let's not kill him this time. So this is my hyper-aggressive hybrid Gondi build. We're using Viper stats here. Very high risk, high reward, so to speak. Oh, he wants more? Sure. Oh, hold up. Okay, we're gonna heal this. Tap this. Can we make it happen? Ah. Dang it. Wait. Am I still in? There's no way. No. I kinda forgot. Not gonna lie, I kinda forgot the weapons I was running, and I was counting on having the maces. I literally just swapped back into this build. Let me see what I'm running here. Okay, we're still going with the Babanisos approach. We are okay. So right. Okay, so with this we're I see now. We're doing the combo of yeah, we're doing the Condi Bird combo, so to speak. Not entirely the Condi Bird, but we basically want to be using Signet of the Hand, Vulture, Hunter's Call. Yeah, okay, I see now. Uh-oh. Okay. We're gonna see if we can burst him down with Condis. Nah, I need my other build for this. This hyper aggressive Condi build is really good into 1v1s, but it gets a little bit tricky in outnumbered situations. Let's give it a go with. Should I go power? Let's go power. Let's go full power. Not my strongest 1v9 build, but definitely not bad. Oh, look at that. Haha. Now you guys are getting wrecked. What's this? There we go. I'm much more satisfied for love to see the numbers. Well, if you want to see numbers, I would have to pick it up again, but I have a really funny Condi Burst one-shot build. Oh look, a necro into an amalgam. Let's get rid of the necro first. If we can, that is. There we go. He didn't even want to help him. Okay, here is out. Sir, you should help your guy, man. Hey. 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 Ah, yes. The power of power. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to get this. Man, I know it doesn't look like it, but I am rusty. Oh. Wait. He's gonna want a piece. Let's send this. He's gonna dodge. Slam. Tap. Stun. Dead. Yep. Uh-oh. Another one. He's coming back. Okay, we're gonna stealth this. Get away. Send the birds. Okay, it didn't connect. A little bit unfortunate, but we still dealt with damage. Phase now. Come on. Come on. Okay. He's teasing us. Not for long, though. Not for long. Yeah, maces are really, really nice. Wait, is the Necro coming back again? Yes, he is. Okay, we're very low on HP. Stop. Anti-damage? Okay, we didn't get it. No! I knew it. If we didn't get the reset on the maces, I knew we would die. I don't understand how he got dressed so fast, though. That's the only thing I don't understand. I hate it. I hate it with almost... Like, this game's resurrection system, I hate it. Like, I went in using my stab, using my anti-damage, just because, you know, he's on the ground, 30% less. I didn't think the Necro would instantly res him. But yeah, power is so cool. And I believe I had a really strong dual mace plus spear build, which I think it's the strongest spear build that I crafted for the Soulbeast. And I also have my diviner sort of survival builds, which are actually pretty cool. Also, speaking of finishers, let's give him some Christmas presents, shall we? Like, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I hate the fears and all that stuff, but what I hate is the instant rest dynamic. Because it takes away all the effort that the person did to make the cool play. Or just the kill. Like, assume you have things that are very, very hard to kill. Oh, look, he wants more? Oh, no. It's a spellbreaker. Okay, hold. Stealth. Oh, shit! I forgot how ridiculously strong these things are. Gotta reset. Wait for my signet again. I think I'm dead here. I gotta go. Yeah. As soon as I saw the Luminary, I'm like, I'm not killing this. Is Longbow Soulbeast viable right now in War vs. World? Hold up. Give me a second. Oh, now you run? Okay, sure. That's that. Okay. I'm so dead. Yeah. I want to greedy. Wait, maybe? Oh, there's another guy. This is the power bird in me talking, but I'm sick of damage negation skills like Endure Pain or Signet of Stone. Damage enduring skills I can get behind. Complete invulnerabilities I don't like. And Ethan, the Longbow Soulbeast, it is viable, but there is no reason right now to go Longbow anything. Well, maybe Longbow Untamed, and even then that's a stretch. There is no reason to go Longbow anything when you have galeshot. It's just how it is. Galeshot was designed to be the optimal archer for the ranger, and it is. Especially considering the longbow, it's the worst weapon for the ranger by far. Hands down. That was a stuff... like, that stuff, Spellbreaker, will cry after the patch updates. Also, am I running the right status? Yes, yes. Let's see if we can find this guy again. I am very rusty on the Soulbeast. After so many months of galeshot and then amalgam. Also, let's Oh, me like. There's something going on in here. Oh. Holy shit. This is gonna be very laggy, but... Oh. Okay, time to run. Oh, somebody at top. On the other side. Ah, let's watch this thing being completely broken. Or not. Never mind. Let's see if we can fight. Against these guys, the maces are not the best. But let's give it a go. Oh. What happened? Oh, he's fighting somebody. Apologies. I will not interrupt. Should I go... I feel like I could update my soul, my blood soul build with the new relics. But Baba Nissos is still super strong on Soulbeast. Do we try with the Viper again? Or I could go... I could go for this. Just a little bit of kiting. Man, but if I have to go for a kiting build... See, this is what galeshot did for me. Now, whenever I'm thinking, you know what? It's gonna be cool if I just go for one of my... what is it? My diviner kiting builds with Relic of Speed. Oh, I have not set up my gear. That's not good. Why do I have the hammer here? Nah, let's go spear. Spear or greatsword, actually. Nah, let's go spear. And then what do we want here? Let's go Berserker with Eagle. What? Because why not? Berserker, Eagle. I think this was supposed to be my Marauder. Wait, I think this was supposed to be my Marauder setup. Huh. Well, I can always change it. And I kinda want to have some sort of diviner here and maybe here. Just a touch. Perfect. That should do it. And this is my speedy build, basically. Conic lens comes from this. Maybe we should go for this too. I don't know. It's 1, 2, 3. Maybe use the maces instead. Could be interesting. Anyway. Let's see if we can find something with this. It's been a while since I played this version. Full relic of speed. I think it's a little bit of a waste, but okay. Target acquired. Gotta keep kiting. Jump on me. Bye. Heals up. Can we make it happen? No, because of the stupid blocks. Because of the stupid blocks once again. Ah. And this is why I need Signet. But yeah, this build is super cool. You can, if I wanted to, they can never catch me. Stupid fucking blocks once again. But man, I love these type of builds. Even without the Gelbow, it feels really, really nice to constantly be hitting around. Easiest galeshot build? No, this is not a galeshot. This is a Soulbeast. And hello, Hagino, by the way. Hagino, I think it's pronounced. Like if you want anything you need on the galeshot, just take a look at my last Roamers Monthly recap. It's specifically about the galeshot, and there you have links to 3 build guides, different playstyles. The hardest, the easiest, and my favorite, which is a little bit a combination in between the two of them. Oh. Ah. Yeah, Relic of Speed is still really nice in this type of builds. I kinda wonder if I want just a tad more of... Nah, I'm fine on... Yeah, this is more than fine. 20 on the spear. And yeah, this looks okay. In fact, I might combine... I might go with a little bit less concentration here. Let's see how it feels. Yeah, 27. It's enough in this build, I think. What are you, Dragon instead of more other misses on galeshot? Dragon is fine, yes. Dragon is completely fine. In fact, the reason I'm not changing my maces and min-maxing them a little bit more, it's because I'm just too lazy to buy another set of maces. And I will wait to have at least one legendary mace. But first I think I want to grab spear and shortbow. See, this is the issue. Without Signet of the Hand, I can't really get in there and get a quick kill. Oh no. This is gonna fuck me up, isn't it? Yeah. And I'm not running Signet, Sikkim. Okay. Maybe he's cooked. Yep, he was cooked. Let's see if somebody wants to duel. I would actually like that. I'm gonna try to bait somebody into coming for me. Like this guy. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew they would do this. This is just how people are. I knew it. Come on, the die gang. Indeed. Very much indeed, yes. Wait, wanna see something funny? Hold up. Hold up, hold up. Let's do something funny, shall we? Where's the dead eye? There it is. Boop! Well, the instant res again. And he jumps on my corpse. Lol indeed. Lol indeed. The magic trick is real. Oh, he's salty. Yeah. He is, he is. Alright, we had fun with power. Let's go back to Condi. Jay might unfollow me for this, but we're gonna go for the Trailblazer Plague Doctor combination here without the P. This is a no B build.
I chose you.
Doo-doo-doo. I kinda miss my other version of this build though. Just a little bit. You're playing like an necromancer. Look. I don't trust that I'm gonna have 1v1s. And God knows that the Viper version it's gonna get clapped in outnumbered.
Come here.
At the very least with this I have a choice. I have choices. Or I could go kill that dead eye again. Could you explain your food, the might and dodge, why not 10% damage reduction plus? So that, yes, I can explain. There's nothing wrong with the food you say, but I always base all of my content, all of my builds using this right here. The reason is, and there is a better version of this, by the way. There is a 100% and 40% version of this food, but most of my builds are very easy to pick up, to adapt, and they are very approachable. One of the reasons is I always use the cans of food that I get from the crates. See? It's no brain. You just play world versus world, you get these skirmish chests, and then from there you get these things, and then from these things you get tons of useful consumables. And this is literally the laziest, easiest way to have a relevant and strong food. Because, you know, the endurance regeneration and the might on dodge. Instead of having to craft or, you know, to look for the other superfood. And then the sharpening stones might as well show it here. These are, like, there are better ones, but these ones are really, really cheap. So this is just laziness and affordableness. Oh, a dragon hunter. Hello. Okay. Oh, interesting. Truffle stew? What's that? Can I buy this? That's actually good food too. What is that food that you mentioned? What does it give me? Alright, 1v2 incoming, boys. Let's do this. Let me food up before I go in. Okay, chill to the bone has been used. Anti-damage this. Ow, 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 ow. The DH. Of course. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't see the other galeshot too. Orion is the better version, 100%. Oh yeah, but it's hard to get or to craft, no? Like it's just not brainless. It is not brainless. You need to think about it. You know? You need to craft it. You need stuff. What do you need to craft it? A recipe? Discovery dish. See? To anyone joining World vs. World? Oh wait. Ritualist time. Let's go, boys. Okay, this is a spear Ritu. So we're gonna play this like that. Like that. Speed. And now we hit him. Throw this off. Free heal. Because we're gonna play this aggressively. Dodge. And he dies, right? Can you... There. Cheers. Wait, I couldn't finish. I gotta try to finish people to give them the winter's gift. Staff, blood magic, and staff, blood magic, and he lost. To be fair, from all the builds I have on the Soulbeast, this might be the best one to take on that broken bullshit. And look, Will Bender doing Will Bender things. Nah, this guy's not very good. Uh-oh. Okay, are you with me, mister? If this guy is with me, I go on them. Let's fucking do this. Crusade Fear. Come on, guys. Follow me. Guys. Get him out. Try to get him out at least. Mr. Bender, do you want to help? Mr. Bender doesn't want to help. I mean, guys, come on. This is the reality of solo roaming. You try to make cool stuff even against blobs and your own team. Like, if I am a wheelbender and I see my ranger baiting them out, I am going in. And I don't care if I die. I swear to God. Like, you're a wheelbender right behind your fucking keep. You can afford to go in, try to kill, and if it doesn't work, you just go out. What are you afraid of, man? Like, these people are literally waiting there for a fight, and then you bring them the fight, and they're like, oh no, we don't take this. Whenever I go for oysters with zesty sauce, yeah, like the food buffs and stuff are not are not usually mandatory to the build. There are a few builds that I made recently which have very min-max stats, and I use the food buff for them. But outside of that, yeah, it's very flexible. Do you go Vipers? Nah. Although I kinda miss my wombo combo a little bit. How many people are inside this? Not too many? No one? Oh shit. Yep, there is people, alright. Okay. Yeah, that was an easy pickup. And... Need to work with... Oh shit, hold up. Did I get him? Oh god, that's not good. There is no way I'm doing this. There is absolutely no way. I can't deal with the kiting of this guy and the constant damage of the other guy. Need to work as well. What team should I join? No guild currently. If you're new to work to world versus well, the teams don't matter at all. In fact, the teams really don't matter until you have a guild. Just hop in, enjoy, trying to learn if you like to play solo, if you like to play with groups. There's gonna be open parties to anything. There's literally zero repercussion for you to pick a team right now or not. Just hop in, see what you like, and once you understand what you like in World vs. World, you can maybe choose a guild that's moving more towards that goal. Oh, hello, Mark. Estoy un poco jodido, como puedes ver. I'm a little bit scuffed. My voice is slowly going away again. So unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to call the stream soon enough. I'm still not recovered, and I want to stream on Wednesday a little bit of PvP too. So perhaps it might be a smart move to just call it soon. I have no keys. I just want to see if I can get... Oh. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this, brother. Anti-damage here? Nah, this is just not doable. Not against this. Not against this. I'm a little bit rusty though, I have to admit. Can I improvise a version of this that actually works? You know what? Let's try with the Blood Soul. Let's try with this. I feel like we need a little bit of AoE here. Can wait for the mesmer trait in here that makes confusion scale of a power instead of gonna make the most power. Oh no, please. I will fucking quit the game. Or run something like triple anti-damage. Right, so how can we deal with that 2 versus 1? The Soulbeast is gonna be really tough to kill. But so is the other guy. Yeah, but I will have Condic Lens. I'm not really sure what I can do against these guys. Actually, stealth might be the good answer. Oh, they're gone anyway. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh. Let's just turn back. I'll do one more round, I'll do a couple more fights and then call it a night. And I think I might want to get my old survival combination Conde build back. Oh no. Okay. I didn't want to kill him anyway. Oh. Oh! Look at that, you're alone now. Where did he go? Getting a little bit fucked by the camps, but... Okay, now we go with the maces. How many more blocks do you have, sir? Yeah, I'm dead. Ah, the fucking camp with the blinds. The freaking camp with the blinds. Whenever I wasn't being blocked, I was getting blinded. Ay, ay, ay. They can randomly get ages from stealth. Oh, I didn't know that. Fucking hell. Okay, you know what? No, I know I can beat him with the power build. I know. I want to challenge myself. We're gonna try to kill this camp, see if he comes. Also, I don't think I'm running... okay, it was Celestial. Let me have my rematch. I mean, these guys had even the... Okay. No wonder I lost there. I was fighting into extra stands, extra blinds, and extra damage. Yep, that makes all the sense in the world, actually. I can try to take this down and see if somebody shows up. Why not? Oh, did it work? Well, it's not the same guy, but we'll make do. Uh-oh. Okay, I gotta focus the retube. No, this is impossible. Yeah. How many? 2 ritualists? Yeah, no. This is a no. 1v2 maybe. Against that, there's no choice. No chance, I mean. I really want to try to find a 1v1, but it's not looking like it. Should I go for my Condi bird? It's funny how usually the builds that I start as a meme, they become super strong. Like the Trapper and Condi bird are in paper very gimmicky and not that good. And then every time I play them, I'm like, what the hell? This is so strong. Let's go with the Viper. With the Viper thingy. What are we using here? Still Babanisos, I guess. Yeah. All of this is being taken. There's no point. Let's go with the other side. I gotta go back to playing Condition seriously. I just got so rusty with it. Also, let me look for my... I'm actually gonna have to take a look at my Condi Bird video. Oh. Oh! Look at that! Look at that! Karma! Pure skill win. You know, it's not often that I find moments like this, but when I do, they are funny. And now I'm gonna head deep into the enemy territory. There he is. Oh wait, it's not him. Sir? Oh, he's gonna wait for his friends, isn't he? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't he? Oh, a galeshot? Okay. Okay, let's begin by trying to pull off a quick Condi combo. Just like so. Yep, do that. I don't have desires to kill you. You, on the other hand... Oh, stun this. Dodge. Bad choices there. But very bad choice going for the longbow here. Very bad one. And for that, sir, you pay the price. Alright. I don't want to keep killing newbies. I'm gonna move somewhere else. Oh, what's that? Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's go. Let's go, brother. But not in the middle of that camp again. Not this crap again, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Massive Condi Burst. No! No, 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 no! Oh, what the hell was that? What the actual... Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, that guy was absolutely dead. Without help. Like, all I had to do is just run away and wait the shroud and he was dead. You just cannot find any 1v1s tonight? Yep, I cannot. I'm gonna do one more fight and then I'm gonna call it. And I'm very tempted to do... Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna quickly... I'm gonna go quickly over my Condi Burp video. I'm gonna pick up the build. We're gonna go... We're gonna go for the aggressive version of the build, I guess. Without nature's magic. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And the fractal relic. For fun. And the build was using... What stats? I think it's the same stats, actually. I think it was Viper. Oh, wait, no, it was... Trail, and Plague Doctor? Huh. Interesting. So it is using this a little bit more. And Trapper instead of this, but I think it's fine. So the weapons are fine. Wait. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna... Where's the sword? What is the sword? There. With... Here I use cleansing, but... I'm... Okay, I don't want to change this again. So we're just gonna go with... We're just gonna roll with it. The sigils are not exactly the same, but it's fine. Now, the gears more or less... we're just gonna do this. And Minstrel? Yes, that is Minstrel, yes. Where is my... Why do I have two Blightbringers? Damn. Relic of the Fractal. Get my get this guy in. We use the Wolfie. We use this, that, and this. And I'm guessing the build is pretty much the same. Yep. Pretty much the same. Right. Moving on. So this is the this is the drill. We pop this, and this, connect with this, and call it a day. Also, what should I get here? I don't really like any of this. Is this the power or Conde build? This is a Conde build. I mean Conde build. Designed around doing... Hold up, I'll show you. Exactly this. And take a look at the Condes. So you basically pop Sharpening Stones. You pop Boulder Stance. Call of the Wild for the Might and Fury. And Hunter's Call. And if that connects, they get riddled with Condes. It's a little bit of a meme because, well, people can... Ooh! Hold up, is this guy? Is the guy from before? Look, look, look! Well, there's that. Wait, did this... Where can I find this build? Hold up. I'll give you the link to my latest video with that build. And in that video you will find... Holy shit, what is this fucking menu? Ah. Can I close this? Okay. Conde Mirage builds, oh no, he's going for it. Here you have the exact setup that I'm running right now. Oh, hello, sir. Okay. Conde Bird failed. Time to reset. No problem. Yeah, that's a shitty barrier. That's the first Condi burst. Where is he? Second Condi. Is he down? He is down, right? That is when they were ambushed. They snare mirrors. It was so much fun. Oh no. Seems like we're getting some fair deals right now. Let me swap to my regular Condi build here.
I chose you.
Let's give him a bow. Deserving of one. And let's do this.
Ready for more.
We're doing this. Yeah, we're gonna save a little bit of that burst. For this. We heal now. Hit him with the dagger. Follow up. Yep. Like I thought, without the blinds and stuff, it is much better. Now we go Blood Soul. We go with the hybrid. See what happens.
I chose you.
Where is he? Where is the guy? Oh, there he is. No, I got my thing interrupted. Still. Let's see if I can go. Combo. Mace style. Where did he go? What the fuck?
Rare loot.
What the hell was that? Oh, really? Are we playing it like that? Are we really playing it like that, sir? There we go. So we have successfully beat him in every single Condi build that we have. Now it's time to try with power. And I think for this guy... Okay, well, we'll stick to the maces still. Oh. I don't want to use my ultimate here. Holy shit, the damage. Yeah, he probably wasn't expecting this. But now we don't have the element of surprise against the other guy. Brother, stop. Ah.
I cannot lose my pet.
The next time you do this, I'm killing you. No. Don't you fucking dare. There we go.
It's okay. Stay close.
Let me just deal the other guy. Oh, he doesn't want to. Why do I have the feeling that the other guy is going to... Yep! I just knew it. No! Stealth? Nah, I have too many condis on me. Just too many condis on me. The fucking Mirage condis. Ay ay ay. Speaking of the devil. Well, I think we're gonna call it there. I don't have the energy to come back and... Actually, I do. I'll come back once and try to kill him. And then move along. Like, I just knew he was gonna do that. I should have engaged on him from the very start. Do you think Secret of the Secure to run this build? I'm not sure. I'm very bad at remembering what elements are from what expansion. But there's probably, even if you're missing something, like the core of the build is the combo with the Warhorn and the Sharpening Stone with the poison stance on the Soulbeast. Vulture stance. As long as you have that, even if you don't have, let's say, the relic, you should be fine. Okay, guys, we're gonna come back to the scene. See if we can find the Dick Mirage. And get a little bit of a revenge on him. Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait. There's one of the guys. What is the other Mirage? Is it that guy? No, it is not. But we haven't fought one of these in the entire night, I think. So it's a good opportunity. Ah. Sir. Why do I feel like he's a little bit new? He is definitely new. GG's. Okay. We're not gonna kill him, of course. He's just a new roamer. There is no glory on killing newbies. So we're gonna spare his life. We're gonna take a last look around for the other guy, which I cannot find. Yep. No, please don't try to engage on me. Don't try to engage on me. I will kill you. Stop it. We see some... What? Some reds over there? Oh, this is my team. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna give a surprise to the guys at the door and call it a night. That's gonna be the last fight of the night. What build do we want for it? We're gonna end with some power. So we're gonna get on top. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Well. We're killing this guy first. One goes down. Jeez. Okay. Stun now. Bait. Slam. Reset. Slow him. Tap. Shield. I'm actually gonna play this smart and get into stealth because I have 8 stacks of fucking... Send this guy. Wait a bit. Yeah, I know somebody else is coming. Use the heal now. Get some distance. We're gonna have to try and kill this guy. It's gonna be rough if he's a trailblazer guy. Stun him. No, don't run from me. No! They came to the rescue. I was slow on the maces. I would have killed him. Dang it. The last mace number 5 was super slow to come. Yeah. Anyways, it was a good night. So, we're gonna call it here. Try to get back some of my boys for Wednesday. We're gonna be playing Soulbeast again, but on PvP. It has been a long time, and I'm feeling it. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope you all guys have a wonderful night, wonderful day, depending on your time zone. And see you on the next one. Cheers. Feels ready on Other time one of yep. I mean, maybe one day I will have partner or something, and yeah, but I definitely feel you, man. I have a lot of people on different time zones and stuff, but I'm glad I got your message. Thank you for popping quickly back in. And if we ever find each other, we'll make sure of do a long dueling session. All right. Thank you to you too, Mr. D. Holy shit, D. Jakizel. Thank you very much. And not for good. Have a good night. See you in the next one. Cheers.